I created a new Healer Initiator who is better than Mix. This is Ori.
Let's bring balance back.
Before we talk about Ori's abilities, we need to talk about her passive, because everything in her kit is built around it. In Valorant, most abilities with a hitbox can be destroyed. Sova Dart, Fade Prowler, Teja Drone. And what happens when you destroy them? Nothing. You just remove the utility. Ori changes that. Whenever any of Ori's abilities get destroyed by enemies, they leave behind a circular leaf zone on the ground. These zones last 5 seconds and heal Ori and her allies 50 HP. So suddenly shooting utility is no longer always the correct choice. Because of how strong this passive is, Ori's abilities themselves are intentionally weaker, and that's where the balance comes in. Let's go through them. When you activate her E ability, Ori creates a green frog origami made of radiant leaves. When you press left click, she releases it forward. The frog hops across the ground 3 times, scanning for enemies in its line of sight. When it attacks someone, it leaps forward them and detonates, creating a small stun field. Now here's the important part. Enemies can destroy the frog, but if they do, they activate Ori's passive and create a healing zone. If the frog doesn't find an enemy within 5 seconds, it simply fades and creates no zone. So as an enemy, you have 2 options. You either shoot the frog and give Ori's team healing, or you dodge it and risk getting stunned. And dodging isn't always easy. But this ability is weaker than similar ones. It doesn't chase enemies like Gekko's Wingman. It's slower than Fate's Prowler. That weakness is what keeps the passive balanced. When you activate her key ability, Ori folds a yellow star origami that hovers above her right hand, ready to place. When you release it, the star floats mid-air near Ori, similar to how Reyna places her blind and how Veta places her interceptor. After 2-second charge, it bursts into a yellow flash, blinding anyone who looks at it. Enemies can destroy the star, and if they do, it activates Ori's passive. But if it detonates normally, no healing zone is created. This creates another dilemma for enemies. Shoot it and give healing, or dodge a delayed flash. This flash is weaker than Reyna's. It's not instant. You have to wait for it to charge before pushing. But here's where it gets interesting. When the frog gets destroyed, it usually happens far away. Your team has to push forward to actually benefit from the healing zone. But the star? You place it near yourself. So when enemy destroy it, the healing zone can appear right under Ori and her teammates. That gives her much safer and more consistent access to healing. When you activate her C ability, Ori unfolds a red kite made of shimmering leaf fibers. When released, the camera switches to a first-person kite view. It's similar to Sova's drone, but with a shorter range and narrower vision, closer to Sky's wolf. You can use it to scout, clear angles, or distract enemies. Ori is completely vulnerable while controlling it. And again, if enemies destroy the kite, it activates her passive. If it expires naturally after 5 seconds, no healing zone appears. Compared to other scouting abilities, it doesn't have infinite vision like Sova drone. It doesn't stun like Sky's wolf. It doesn't suppress like Teja's drone. But that's the trade-off, because destroying it helps Ori's team. And this still isn't her only healing source. Her ultimate is where things get crazy. When you activate her ultimate, she unfolds a massive fan made of green, yellow and red leaves, holding it with both hands. With one sweeping motion, she releases a powerful gust of wind, covering a 40-meter long and 20-meter wide area, similar to Breach or Fatal. Allies inside the wind are fully healed and gain a combat stim buff. Enemies caught inside are pushed back. But there's more. Ori's ultimate interacts with her passive. Any healing zones inside the ultimate's range get 5 seconds more duration and bigger radius. But who is Ori? Why does she have such leaf powers? Ori's real name is Rin Hayashi. She was a famous origami and paper artist in Japan until she saw how paper was really made. Forests destroyed, trees treated like numbers. She left everything behind and lived alone in Akugara forest for 5 years. There, one day, first light happened, and nature answered her grief. Leaves grew from her palms. She could create her origamis out of leaves instead of paper. When her powers were revealed to the world, Sky found her and brought her into the Valorant protocol. Huge thanks to BlueUnicorn for collaborating with me and bringing Ori to life. Make sure to check out their Instagram, link in the description. So what do you think about Ori? Too weak, too strong, or perfectly balanced? Let me know in the comments, subscribe for more agent concepts, and watch this video next, a mushroom powered agent.